Let's talk a bit today about choosing and using global colors. I've opened an image of a water lily that I shot several years ago at Longwood Gardens, and I want to use this particular image to generate some colors that could be used on a fabric swatch. So the first thing I'm going to do is to open my Swatches panel and drag it out near the image. Close this. I'm also going to get the color panel out and bring that over. Close that. As a tool, I've selected the eyedropper tool. And for some reason it always hides from me, but it's down here. If your screen is in one bar rather than two, it'll be all the way down the side. Okay. One of the things that you want to do when you select a color, if you're trying to keep a minimum color palette in your image, is to pick the darkest shade of the color that you think you're going to need. So if I know that I want a purple, I'm going to go after the darkest purple with my eyedropper tool. See if I can get that darker. Maybe if I scroll in a bit, I'll be able to hit a darker patch of that color there. That works better. And at that point, now that I have it here in the full color, I can add a new swatch. When you add a new swatch, although you could name it, I'm just going to leave the default colors so I know what they are, and I'm going to check the global box. Click OK and watch what happens to the color panel. The color panel now shows that you can use anything from the dark shade all the way down to the lightest. Now that perhaps is too deep of a purple to go the whole way. So let's pick an intermediate shade because I think we're going to get a different one. Choose that. Click to add, global. OK. Now you can see that these are two really different colors. This is not a lighter tint of that one. I can pick a brown and again kind of go after a dark brown. Add the new swatch, make it a global. Let's pick a deep blue for the sea. Actually, it's not a sea, of course, it's a little pool. And I'm going to add that to the panel, but it shows up as almost a neutral, and I really want it more blue. So I'm going to drag the blue slider until I'm seeing something that does look more blue to my eye, and click OK. Let's open that again and make it a global color. Now you see the range of blues that we have available. If that does not get in here for the color that you want, then pick the darkest one of those shades, add the new swatch, make it a global, and click OK. And now you can bring it down to one of the more popular colors. And then let's just go after a green. OK, add that and make it a global. Click OK. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors, which in order to do screen printing is probably a decent amount. If we decided that we wanted to create some motifs in this particular set of colors, we can use these, and I'm just going to give you as an example a square. Not very interesting, but I'm going to click this particular color and I'm going to create another one the same way. However, I can come in here and you see that I can click anywhere along the color panel. Now these two are the same color. If I go back in here for some reason and decide that maybe that's not the right purple, maybe I want to add a little bit more blue to that, and click, both colors change, and now I can go back in and pick a lighter shade. So the advantages of the global colors are twofold. One is that you can pick a tint anywhere along the line and know that it will print and not count as an extra color in your image. And the other is that if you change one of your global color definitions, it will change every object in your image that is in that color. So I hope that's explained it a little bit better for you. Have a good day and see you again.